Hello, friends, and welcome to today's episode of Booked. I'm your host, Saffron Asteria, and I'm joined today again by the lovely Hûw Steer. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. 100 episodes later or so, you still haven't got rid of me. Lovely to be back.
More, and that's on you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, as the intro was rolling, I was just thinking about zooming in on my face at random intervals during the show, and I may well treat everybody to that at the end as a goodbye. Maybe that'll be a thing, but that was quite an exciting discovery just before we jumped on. So we have people that have joined us already today, so that's very nice. Hello, everybody. I'll put you on the screen as I usually do. So we have Grant. Hello.
Hey, Grant.
Grant's coming on the show in a few weeks, so it's finally going to be his time to shine. That's been a long time coming. We have Sarah, our new. I don't know which book covers. I think the gorgeous book covers of yours is what she's in.
Thank you, Sarah. Some of them were done by actual artists and some of them were done by me.
And they're all fabulous. We also have Rod Gilly, who you were interviewed by.
Hi, Rod.
A couple of weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago now. Yes, yes.
It was very recent.
Yeah.
And look, The Blackbird and the Ghost was such a fun read.
Oh, cheers, Rod. I'm glad you liked it. You said you were going to read it. Fabulous.
So a lot has changed, but not a lot has changed since we last spoke. So you have lots of life stuff going on, and you finished I think you released book 3 since the last time.
I've done book 3, yeah. God, when was it? Was I married when we did the last one?
Yes, you hadn't gone.
I was married
yet. That's what I was excited about after that.
Yes, did that. New Zealand, fantastic. Go around all the ring stuff. Cried a lot. It's a beautiful country. Go there. Everyone go there. It's so wonderful. Got to be a proper hobbit, which was really amazing. And then came back and did book stuff. As you can see from the top row of that lovely graphic, there's now a trilogy. There's a whole one. It's all here. And as you can see, it's an absolute unit of a book.
It's a house.
It is almost as big as both of the other ones. And that's after so much editing. I cut so much from that first draft. There's a whole pirate secret that doesn't see the light of day. I must have cut like 50,000 words from book 3 or more, probably more. And it needed cutting because I ramble a lot when I get excited about a scene. When I get excited about a scene and then don't quite know how I'm going to finish it, I really ramble. I go for it. But I did write this one with an actual outline fade, which helped a bit, which I don't usually do. But because it was the end of the trilogy, I actually had so much stuff that I'd set up. There were a lot of dominoes that needed knocking back over. And it worked, I think. There's a trilogy. It's very nice. It's nice to have that. I did the thing.
That's very exciting.
The whole 3 books, yeah. The Owl and the Labyrinth. Yeah, it's a good fun book. It's probably the best one. It's probably the best one. That's almost the annoying thing. I think it's the best one of the 3, which is unfortunate because you have to get through the first 2 to get there, which takes a lot of convincing to make people do. And this is the main struggle of the main struggle of being an indie author is always marketing and stuff. But marketing book 3, marketing like, hey, honestly, this is the best one. Please read the other 2 and get there. It's hard. It's really hard. Got to convince people to get through all of this. It's so many pages.
It is, but you're a very good writer. So, I mean,
they're good pages. They're lovely pages.
Yeah, you've got a good thing going on. You know what to do with words and stuff. So, I encourage everybody to read Hûw's work because you have such a I feel like whenever I read anything that you've written, and we're going to get onto the package in a minute. That was very exciting.
I'd almost bloody forgotten about the package. Yes.
I even did, and I went, there was something Hûw sent me. Anyway, we'll get onto that in a second. But I just love reading your method of storytelling because it's like my friend is telling me a story that had happened to them, and I'm getting to hear about it at the pub. But it's eloquent, and I enjoy that very much.
That's a good way of putting it. You've never been to the pub with me. I'm not so eloquent when I'm telling stories at that stage.
Maybe if I come back to England, when I come back to England, who knows what's going on with the world? But when I come back to England, maybe you'll have to. You have to wear the cloak, though.
Oh yeah.
You can tell me a pub story.
Obviously, yes, that'd be good. Lurk in the corner. Who's that shadow figure over there? Oh, that's good. He sells drugs. Don't talk to him.
It's just you with your cloak and you open up the books in it.
Yeah.
Or loose pages.
It's one of the various Lord of the Rings comedy sketches I need to write. Is just all the other shadowy figures in the other corners who the Hobbits do not want to associate with.
Yes.
It's that and the Sam and Rosie's wedding. Well, the best part, bring out the rings. Din, 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 no. And that's it.
Oh dear. Yeah, we definitely should set that up for sure. We also have John Douglas that's entered the building.
Hello, John.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing? Yes, that's very exciting. So I think the last time I interviewed you, I think you checked and it was episode 11 of season 1.
Yeah.
Which is bonkers. Like this
Long
is
time now.
This is around the 100 episode mark now that we're at, and you've had so much going on, and I know that I had a little lurk through your blog, and you're currently also working on something else. You're resurrecting an old thing.
Yes, which one am I resurrecting? Oh, the very old thing. Yes, that's the thing I'm actually writing at the moment. Is it is technically, don't know what it is, but it is the first book I ever wrote. And when I say book, I was 7. So it was 6 pages of 14-point century Gothic. That original file is lost to time. I cannot find it on any computer ever. But the story is still in my head. And so I've written variants of this story. I've tried it like 3 or 4 times. And this one kind of sticks a bit. Because I've made it much less. I've made it much less actiony, like a 7-year-old is writing it, and made it just more fun. But it's basically it's sci-fi buddy cop story. And it's just
cool
to write. Yeah, I've done a couple of shorts. I'm on. This is the longest one so far because I've let myself go mad with it. But it is basically take 2 vaguely interesting detective characters, stick them in place with crime, and stuff happens, and it's quite good.
Amazing.
I'm on crime number 3 so far, but you can do a lot with like future space crime and like make it a bit weird and interesting. Like different weapons and different sorts of things. Just like basically trying to take fairly basic like murder mystery, because I'm not clever enough to do proper like really complicated crime things. You can like do like a full length thriller. So a short story works because I don't have to really drag it out too far, but playing with the kind of the tropes and making them more future-y. The first story is like, he's been shot with a bullet. This is the 32nd century. We don't use those anymore. And that's like actually, but that's actually, there was like, shit, this is actually weird. We have to adjust our future space procedures to match a very old-fashioned way of doing things. Which is quite fun. And doing things like that, it's very entertaining. Yeah.
Will you ever release? I know you said that it's lost to time, but will you ever release like the OG story?
If I ever find that, it's going straight up. 100%. That's going up.
Please do, because I'm keen to read it.
I wrote it on. My mum got a work laptop, and it was like the first time anyone ever seen a laptop in 2002. Whenever this was, and I was like absolutely delighted. And I was just playing with it, and I started writing on it. And that's where it was. So maybe the file has survived many transfers through several different computers. I have not found it yet, but it might still be on my parents' hard drive. They still have a version of the hard drive of that computer because they copied a load of stuff, but maybe it's on there. I'll have to.
You need to look for it. Use your.
They haven't even got a PC anymore, but they've got a version of the hard drive. I will find it one day if it exists.
Make it your destiny. Yeah, it is your destiny.
Right. That'll go in the back of that book. Will be here is the original story, and it's just tucked in there.
Yeah, have it like edited exactly the same. Don't change a thing.
I wouldn't change it, not even slightly.
Please don't.
Yeah, definitely not.
Joy.
A very old story, but I'm having fun with it. Just playing with some short mysteries things, and then I'll actually get back to real work on the real long things that I'm meant to be doing, like the Agent manuscript. I need to redraft, which I'll do. I've started.
You did a whole trilogy, mate. You'll be fine. It'll be okay.
Yeah. I took a pause to move house, which is the main thing I've been doing
That's a big thing.
This is a different background to 100 episodes ago. This is
Yes.
my new office, which is the new corner of the front room in a new front room, which is a bit bigger. It's nice, it's lovely, but that's been a very big and stressful life event. As
Yes.
if you look at the blog, you will see various bits of this, but it's done now, and I can relax.
You could nest.
In this space, yeah, it's a nice little nest.
That's nice.
I've got all my mod cons here. I've got books. I've got shelving.
You got your Transformers.
Got my Transformers. Got some robots and stuff. Got all the things a body needs. Ancient Roman marble there. Yeah, definitely didn't steal that from Tiberius's villa on Capri.
Oh, you got all the amenities. I'm so pleased for you.
Yeah, got my maps. Got thing. Need to have what's there. This is the missing thing. Need to put shelf there and put these on it.
Yes, you do.
Imagine them sort of floating there-ish, but that wall is made of like vibranium or something. I have tried to drill into the wall. It's so you get that far in, and it's just not deep enough to put a screw in. You can't. There's something else behind the whatever it's made of.
Might be a
but thankfully, it wasn't just me being a failure of human being. My dad came round with a better drill, and he did manage to get a hole deep enough, but he struggled as well. I felt better after that. So I need superior technology basically to get a shelf in that wall, but I will manage it eventually.
Maybe you'll invent something throughout your sci-fi adventures.
Yeah, lasers. Store lasers.
Lasers would probably work.
Yeah. Definitely won't burn the house down. Definitely safe.
We're people are pissing around with AI, and they could be inventing, like, for example, the weird lightsaber sort of bread cutter thing that they have in
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yes.
Why don't we have that?
Why hasn't anyone made the knife that toasts bread while you slice it? I have a feeling that Al Pam might have tried to make that at some point. I will check later. But someone's definitely had a go. Not quite as lightsabery, but hot knife. Hot knife is that's doable, right?
It's got to be.
What it is. It's,
carving knife exists, like the
electric carving knife. Yeah.
So that's just electricity, isn't it?
Yeah. Just make it more dangerous by making it really hot. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Yeah. I think maybe things could go wrong, but the ability to have instant toast, I think, far outweighs the
really important, I would say. Yeah. The only problem is you'd have to put it on the toaster afterwards, wouldn't you? Because the first slice would just be bread, and then you'd have toast. Like the second slice would be toast on both sides, but the first slice would only be toasted on the slice side.
Maybe as it's toasting, it could radiate the heat throughout the thing and freshen.
Or you need it's like two knives like that, and you set it to the width of the slice of bread, and you go like that.
But the loaf would still have a cooked end.
But you take that. But if it comes down, it cooks the end as it goes because it's two. Oh yeah, that would be. Yeah, then it would always be cooked. Yeah.
So maybe the knife is hot on one side.
Maybe just one side.
That still doesn't work unless you flip it round. Maybe one with the.
You just need to hot butter knife as well, and then when you spread it, that toasts it. There you go. Yeah.
There you go. We've solved it. Has anyone got any other problems been solving?
Yeah. You too can hire.
I don't know if you've watched any of the other sort of more recent shows, but Sarah always asks a Womble-based question, which might happen depending on whether she's.
I am down. I'm down. My wife comes from Wimbledon.
There you go.
Of course, I know what a Womble is.
The Brits are usually good at that.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I don't agree, Grant, because that's how progress is made.
Yeah.
You have to overthink it. Over-engineer.
Generations of men and women in sheds in this country have made all sorts of weird shit, and we should be doing more of that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Possibly a solution to your wall issue. Grant's now solving things. Apparently, you need a titanium drill bit or cobalt.
that might work. I also need a bigger. It's technically an electric screwdriver with aspirations, so it might be a bigger drill as well. But yes, I've got all the bits. I've done every bit that I've got. I've got masonry ones and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, something concretey is behind there, which bodes well for my house not falling down.
Yes.
Which is nice. Like, it's a good problem to have. I think it's too strong. But yes, one day I will solve it. It'll be good.
Well,
In the meantime, I'm going to hang some Lego there. Yeah,
you can glue it
yeah, that definitely won't go wrong.
with the shelf full of books.
In the meantime, I'll put some Lego up there. I have the Great Wave set finally, which I'm waiting for
I
ages.
saw that.
Yeah,
That would look good on the wall.
yeah, it's actual art.
Exactly. Lego is art anyway.
Even my mum can't complain from putting Lego models. No, this is art. It's art
in
and Lego
your
at the same
house.
time.
Your mum needs to reel it in.
No, she doesn't really. Mum, if you're watching, you are lovely. It's all banter.
I have to
'Cause she
be
wouldn't watch
careful with banter in this country because people just think I'm being horrible. It's hard. It's hard world out there.
Yeah.
Sarah has brought out the Womble question early, and I think
Yes,
it's
let's go.
appropriate considering
ready.
you're wearing an awesome cloak.
Thank you.
If you could go on a great journey with a Womble, which one would you pick?
Obviously, Uncle Bulgaria. 100%. Like, he has many more stories to tell, and I feel like his years of serving in the underground Womble resistance would be good in a survival situation as well.
I love that there was zero hesitation.
Yeah, as the great YouTuber Soviet Womble has showcased, like they're underground. Wombles are women in common are we. They are a movement.
I'm really sad that they aren't a real thing. I feel like we would all benefit from it, from having them exist.
It would be great. I mean, yeah, my wife lived near Women in Common for a very long time. I'm fairly certain their dog used to go Womble hunting at various points. So I don't think he was very good at it, so it's fine. But,
good. You didn't kill
again, guerrilla tactics. They pop back into the tunnels and they're sorted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now we have a bread-based question. I've been told that British bread is far superior to American bread. That is a fact.
I have heard this to be true. Yeah.
Having lived here for 2 years, is a fact because the food here is making me sick. A
lot of sugar.
Yeah.
And extra stuff, isn't it?
It doesn't taste the same. It doesn't taste like bread.
Yeah.
Depends which bread, how the knife would work. Well, yeah, because with the high sugar content of American bread, probably would brown a lot faster.
Well, I suppose most of the time, is of sliced bread. You don't need a knife for that, I suppose. Then that's why you need the butter knife when you're spreading the butter, which also keeps the butter warm, which is nice because you get it all melty, and that's really good. In the
now this is a very important question. Do you spread the butter all the way to every corner?
I don't completely flood the whole thing.
Yeah.
I leave there's a bit of crust on the outside. I don't mind that. That's fine.
You need something to hold so your hands don't get buttery.
Exactly, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Butter right to the edge is a fallen sandwich waiting to happen.
I watched I love Nigella Lawson. Like she's a goddess, my idol. I love her. And I saw this episode of like a more recent show of hers where she was like, here's the trick to buttering toast, and she butters her toast, waits for it to melt, and then butters it again. And I thought, I didn't know I could love you anymore, Nigella. And she did it. She really made it a thing.
Oh, it's a good. Oh, no, I need some toast. That's what I'm doing. Perfect.
I am going to do that when I eat bread again.
Yeah, that sounds great.
It's very exciting.
Yeah. This is a podcast about books, everybody.
Books and bread.
Books and bread.
I'm like denying myself bread for 2 weeks, and apparently it's on my mind. I apologize.
Yep. Sorry, I brought up the toast straight away.
No, I think I started it for sure.
Hello, Trinity. You are correct. Our bread's better. Yeah, I think there was many years ago there was some varieties of US bread that were legally classed as cake. Also, it was said because of the sugar content in Ireland. I think that might have been a niche thing, but yeah,
I wouldn't be.
I think it's a bit less preservative-y over here, which is nice. But
I miss bread.
Just bake bread, baking my bread, very fun. I haven't done that in a while. I need to do it in my new oven, actually, because I haven't done it yet in this place. But it comes out all right sometimes.
You need to make your new house smell like bread.
I do need to make the house smell like bread. Yes, that's the ultimate aim of any property, I feel. Bread or wood smoke, depending what you have.
Also, depending on whether or not you're expecting the smell.
Yes, bread and a known wood smoke. Good smells.
Oh, goodness gracious! So, a little while ago, for a short period of time, I offered written interviews, and then I realised that I just added one extra thing that I couldn't cope with on the website, which will be coming back at some point, hopefully. So I gave each of the writers that opted to do the written interviews a prompt, and your prompt was about a package that you found on your doorstep.
It was, yes.
And that escalated beyond belief.
Oh, it did. Because I think because in the interview I sent like what
3,000 words or something.
Was it 3,000 words in the interview? Jesus, it was already, wasn't it?
It was very long. Yes, it was good.
Look.
It was very long.
Where is it? Where does it live? To actually look at the word count. Trying to find. Hang on. Oh, I can't. Yes, long, very long. By the time it was done, the package. Oh, I've lost it. It's somewhere in this folder.
Like 100 pages or something.
To edit. There we go. The package. And watch my lighter become really white in a second as I load an entire page. There we go. It came out to, yes, the bit I sent you was just that first section, wasn't it? And it was 2,000 words, and it is 29,218 words.
Yes, you sent me the PDF.
Yes.
Or you sent me a Word document or a PDF.
Version, yeah. Something.
It went. I did not expect where it went, and I'm pleased about that. And it became a sci-fi story, which I loved. I thought it was a lot of fun, and you should I think publishing that somewhere if you haven't already.
I will at some point, because I think it wasn't in those 2,000 words. Did I actually mention his name, or did I drop that later?
I think it was later.
Oh, no, I put Bryce in. It was Bryce. Okay, cool. I did make him Bryce straight away. Damon Bryce is a character from about 2013, 2012, 2013, from when I'd just read Neuromancer by William Gibson and fell in love with cyberpunk and decided to have a go. And so I did. It was 3 novellas that were basically the same events, but with different people and different angles on it. They never actually met, but it was 3 angles of the same big tech MacGuffin-y thing that was happening. Like it was like there was a computer hacker doing all cool cyberspace, the jacked in stuff. There was like a corpo executive who was like on the bad guy side, looking at it from the other side of the big computer device, and there was the journalist who got wrapped up via a murder into the other aspect of this case, who was Damon Bryce. And they are, I mean, they did a big rewrite because I wrote them like 15 years ago, when very much a teenager. I wrote them on my iPad. I started writing them in New York because I went on holiday to New York, and I've been reading Neuromancer, and everything was all big tower. I was like, I'm just in the right mood. Everything is kind of neon. Let's go for it. I started writing literally on the plane back, sitting for a delayed flight in JFK. And they are bad, obviously, because again, like 15 years ago, they are not good. Like I think the plot works, but the quality of the writing is poor. My standards. But they've been here. They've been here for a while. There's one bit I did like little interludes in between. Like chapters of the story, and the Bryce one is good. Bryce is actually decent. That one, second one was okay, and there was interludes and things I've thrown in before, and so I did like in-universe articles or whatever, and those were quite well written. So when they're talking about the Archangel business or whatever in the package, that's that. I'm talking about that. Cool. Yeah, that's that story. Or like the inspector, she's in that. It's all from that. Oh god, yeah, the hacker guy. It's him, Swift. If it, no, that's him. That's him. It's all them from the first story.
Oh, that's cool.
First two stories. Yeah. So it accidentally became a sequel to something from 15 years ago. On the standalone. Yeah, I obviously had fun writing it. It ended up being so long, but I enjoyed it. It's good fun.
I was pleased. It was a lot of fun to read as well, and I just read it in your voice the whole time. That's what I do now. When I interview people, I read their books in their voice usually, and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's one of the few things I've written in first person. I don't often do that.
Oh yeah.
Even the original three were all in third person. I don't usually do. But I think because you gave me the prompt and it was the packages arrived.
Oh, he's frozen. We'll wait a second until he gets back. I don't know if it's me that's frozen or not. Can you hear me, guys? Which one of us is frozen? I'm going to have a look at the chat while I wait for Hugh to come back to this world. Let's have a look. See what we've... Oh, he's back. Hang on. Technology. A frozen hobbit, I know. It's going to end up like California Man. California Man? I can't remember what it's called. The one with Brendan Fraser. I didn't know we were wearing cloaks, Tyler. For sure. I didn't know if he was being serious. I do actually have a cloak. I'll see if I can find it before the end of the show. Okay. Thank you very much. We're just going to wait until Hugh gets back to us. I'm going to kind of like take him out and then see what happens. And then hopefully he'll come back shortly. While we're waiting, does anyone have any questions I can ask you when he comes back? That would be helpful, guys, if you could do that. I feel like I'm talking to myself. It's very strange. Yes, it must be a magic cloak. Must be. Invisibility cloak. I'm not going to take him out. I just want to take him out of the scene, Sarah. Come on now. See, it's Encino Man in America, but it's California Man, I think, in England or Europe, which I thought was very funny. I guess because the UK and the rest of Europe probably wouldn't understand what Encino meant. I didn't know until I looked into it. How does one become a lucky sausage? Well, that's just the saying. I don't know if it's a real one. It's one I use. It just means you're lucky and you're a little sausage. It's like a term of endearment. This feels very strange talking to myself. Oh, he's back. Guess who's back?
Am I returned? Yes.
Hello.
It's me on my iPad because to pick this moment to have the Wi-Fi stop working.
Oh no.
There we go. Right, that'll do. Hello.
Oh, you can call off Uncle Bulgaria.
I have returned.
Yes.
Stand down. Yes, occasionally my laptop likes to just have the Wi-Fi stop working, and it hasn't done it in ages. I thought I was safe with the new router, and it's still the same problem. Yeah. Well, on the plus side, this appears to actually be a much better camera. So there you go. Yeah, much better quality.
There we go.
Welcome back. Sorry, yes.
It's okay. I was like, what do I do? But that's fine. You're here now. Tyler is very happy about your cloak and is annoyed that I'm not wearing a cloak.
I try my best. Yes, I love my cloak dearly. This was a birthday ago, basically, but it was a lovely garment. Am I still here?
Yes, you are now.
Yes, cool.
There was a transition period.
That was headphones. Probably I think it was headphones as well. It was a mic. Yes.
That's okay. Let me turn your volume up too.
Lovely.
Because that will definitely help.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Apologies for the shift in device.
Dude, it's totally fine. This is what happens on live shows sometimes. Yes. I had a show a couple of weeks ago, I think, where all of the internet and lights and everything went off. And so like all my lights went off and I was just sat in the dark and you could just see my tiny face like this. And it was really creepy. And I was like, but the internet's turned off. Why is this still working? Magic, obviously.
Weird, yeah,
But
strange
it was very
magic,
strange. And then they all came on again, but the light came on full blast. This is its quietest setting. Quietest? Dimmest.
Yeah, visual noise is a thing. I think that, yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, and yeah, magic cloaks they're unpredictable.
Yes,
So
unfortunately.
that's probably what that was. Yeah.
Just terrible timing. I don't know how far I got through my sentence before that vanished on me.
Honestly, I was so bamboozled by the whole thing. I don't know either. We were talking about the package and that you wrote a lot more than you expected, and it was based on previous trilogy of thrillers.
And first person, I think I was talking about. Yes, yeah.
Yes. How did you find doing first person instead? Was it a comfortable experience?
It was quite fun. Yeah, I think it was fun. I think it was part of the reason I think I didn't start writing it to be Bryce. I just started writing it because the prompt was obviously you find the package. So I started in first person because of that. And yeah, but it was quite fun. It was very easy slipping into his shoes and into his voice. It was a very internal monologue heavy story back then. And yeah, it definitely. I think I wrote him in the old one as like being a bit world weary and older, but I was also only like 17. So but now I am actually older and world wearier, and so it felt very natural to slip into his shoes.
Well, obviously it's going to help, like having written a ton more stuff. Since then.
Yeah, definitely. In terms of writing, massively improved and changed style and done all sorts of things because I am not, thankfully, 17, 18 anymore, and my writing reflects that. Though it's not far off from me writing Blackbird, to be fair, that period of time. I only did that in 2016.
Oh, wow.
I wrote the first version of that, so that wasn't too far away. It was like 2012 when I wrote the what is not the package, the early stuff with its really pretentious long title that I can't remember what it even was. But yeah, it was a very fun story. It was a good prompt. It was a very good prompt because it got me right back into that world. And I thoroughly enjoyed writing it. And yes, I will put it out someday. I'd like to kind of go back and do the other ones as well, and maybe do a revamped version, do all of it, or some of it or rejig the first part to be part of the story in the same way. Because clearly it worked okay standalone because you read it and it worked. But it would still be nice to have that previous context of what was actually going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I could. You definitely should get out there because it was very enjoyable.
I'll do something with it someday. Yeah.
It made me panic a little bit because it started off like it was going to be similar to the book I'm writing, but then it ended up being totally different. So I was like, oh shit, what have I done? And I didn't do anything. I thought maybe I told you about it. And then I was like, no, you're being paranoid. Stop being an idiot and just finish writing it. I still haven't. It's okay.
No,
anyway,
it's good. You've been busy doing like literally everything.
Yeah, but
as it seems,
is it manufactured business possibly?
I mean, you've been manufacturing it for yourself, I suppose.
Yeah.
And manufacturing books and manufacturing hundreds of more episodes of podcasts and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff. But anyway, this isn't about me. It's about you. So do you have like a plan for the next thing that you would want to release? Are you going to put yourself through the experience of publishing books again? Are you just writing for yourself?
Yeah. No, there will definitely be more. I'm just not quite sure what I want it to be yet.
Okay.
I haven't quite decided because I'm halfway through doing all sorts of things. Too many things. The main thing I need to do, the main genuine thing I really need to do is do. I might now be in here twice. Hold on a second.
Oh, hang on. We've got Hûwception. I'm going to do
it. My laptop has returned.
Hang on.
Yes.
Let me mute you.
Hello. Right.
This is fabulous.
I'm gonna plug these headphones back into this one. Close.
Let me know when I can switch you. Let's try that.
Hello.
Hello again.
Oh,
great.
Settings need changing. Windows. No, I've got the input on the input and the output on the output. Can you hear me? Hooray! We're back to normal.
Oh, I don't want to ever be normal.
Yeah. Every time I
Go
plug
back
this
to the
mic in,
original.
my computer thinks it's speakers, and it's really inconvenient. And I'm like,
Oh.
no, it's not. It's the opposite of that. Stop trying to make it the output device. Windows.
Freaking technology.
Love tech.
Yes, I think the cloak is magic.
Yes,
we didn't have this before. The last
This is how we get stereo audio. There's actually the other me standing off with the other mic to the side, doing the right ear. Really well.
This has been so good. Like, I haven't had to pay for this production value, and we're getting so much extra content. Look at that.
I bring some theatre to the equation whenever possible.
Sarah's enjoying it.
I mean, I've got a phone. But it could be three. There could be three of me if we really needed to.
We could have one from this side, one from this side, and face on, and you could do some sort of like Bohemian Rhapsody thing.
Multi-monitor setup with a webcam on each one. Yeah. Yes, and then you can do 3D. My head in whatever future, in like 300 episodes of booked time, when everyone's in VR goggles watching this in the metaverse or whatever, you can have full coverage of my face from all angles.
And like, so the click and drag, so we can have a look.
Exactly. Yeah, you can see how much I'm balding. It'll be great.
Have you been on Bald and Balding?
I have not.
We need to get you on Mike and Rose show. You should do it.
It's getting. I won't do my head too much. Yes. I'm building up to the leader from Marvel Comics. This hairline is my ambition. I think. Yeah.
You could probably grow the front really long and do the thing that guy from the Misfits does, and
straight
down to your nose.
Yeah, the long fringe.
You look cool.
A new emo phase in my 30s.
Why not?
Yeah, might come back.
Rekindle it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Next writing. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. We're going to words briefly.
So, things I am actually working on. Too many of them, obviously.
You're a writer.
Thing I'm currently writing is the detective-y thing, which was my palette cleanser that I started writing while we were doing the movie house stuff, and then it's kind of spiraled, and I'm just kept writing it. Yeah. So once I finish that, I will go and look at my other manuscripts, of which there are two that are actively being written. Yes, two of them.
Too bad.
And then the other one, which is the big one, is the one that is a manuscript that I sent to some agents, and I actually got a full request ages ago, and he liked it, but he said, go and rewrite all this stuff and then send it back to me. And that was ages ago, and I'm doing it, and I've said I'm doing it for him, and but it's a long process, right, to rewrite the book and essentially work in the material from the unfinished sequel and the third book that I never even started writing, and making it into one quite big. It'll be one chunky book, but into one book, because that sort of thing is selling better at the moment. Basically, is a standalone rather than a big long novel. And it was quite a short book. The first version, anyway, it was only about 60k, so actually even shorter than Blackbird. That first book. So it's doable. It's a lot of work, and I have been doing it. Be like going back and rewriting, editing stuff to get it set up more clearly. But I'm almost where I left it, which is a good month or so ago now, because of how doing stuff. Where I left it was I kind of got to the end of where book one actually ended, and then I'm then on to book two, which was really fun. But I was, as I often do, having way too much fun with the what was it? The insane capital ship computer, which is reanimating bits of dead crew to serve it, because I love that episode of Doctor Who. The Girl in the Fireplace, definitely not just because of that, but yeah, there's a bit of that very, very body horror-y sci-fi stuff, which I have loads of fun doing, and I need to keep, but really pare back, because not a lot used to happen. It's a really, really long, picking through the bowels of this downed ship, fighting techno zombies, and it could be that can stay, but it can be way shorter.
Yeah.
and then doing the third bit and making one. But it's a very long process. Obviously, it was always going to be a very long process, but that has to kind of be like my main thing that I'm doing to get that done. This year would be nice. Definitely, I could do this year probably and get it back to that agent because again, he liked it. So that was really good. Like that's yeah. It was an agent. Agent read it. Agent on the first one. Agent said, edit it in these ways and then send it back to me. So I had to do that. That's a big thing to
with a deadline.
With no deadline because it was when he first read it and sent it back to me. I think it was actually was it just before the honeymoon? It might have been when he first was sending me feedback on it, and I was like, I will do this, but I'm going to be really busy for the next one. So that's fine.
Okay, cool.
It was the honeymoon, and it was publishing Owl as well, the Owl Labyrinth, which is also the big editing thing I was doing right then. But yes, there's no deadline, and there's taking the piss. So I need to get on that and
take the piss.
Get on that. But then there's also, what else am I doing? Is the other two. Well, there's two that I'm actively writing and one idea that I have that I need to actually write as well.
Okay.
One of them is, well, two of them are Boiling Seas related. Because of course I can't let that go and I can't put that down yet because I love this series. Like building up to the end of this trilogy was always going to be a big moment, and I knew I always kind of knew where I wanted that one to end. And the way it ends is very open-ended in two ways.
Okay.
There is a book I am working on with the characters in it doing more cool stuff. And there is a book I am working on set on the Boiling Seas. They are not necessarily the same story or the same set. But I have both of those irons in the fire as one of them, probably the one I've actually not started writing is the one that will actually see the light of day first, I imagine. The other Boiling Sea story with different protagonists, that will probably be the one that comes out first when I get round to writing that up. But I was having too much fun. I was like, no, I need to go write Mortal, Max, and Billy because it's fun. I like them, and they're just doing fun stuff in another world, and they're having a great time. I'm enjoying writing it, and that's good fun. And the other thing is Accidental Singer sequel. What? Which is not direct, and it's not the next bit of that story. It is related. It is the same world. It is not what one would recognize as the same world. It's a very different story that kind of accidentally ended up being a very similar vibe. And I've got quite a way through writing it. I think I need to then change a lot of how the middle goes.
Okay.
But the beginning I'm very happy with, and the overall kind of moving message I'm very happy with. But it's modern. It's modern time setting with that stuff, and I just thought I'd give it a go. It was an idea I had of the same kind of magic, the same kind of that bit of world building and I just thought about okay, you've got that, but what do you do when it's 2020 and you're in the top of a high-rise apartment building, and what do you do with that power then? You're not a farmer. You're not a farmer. You're a research biologist singing to your houseplants, and it was really fun. It was nice. Again, it's that slow kind of the same kind of slow pace, but in a very different setting with a very different vibe. And
it's happened again.
It's happened. Oh, but
there he is.
This time, there we go. That's
just better. A little flash.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't. Again, another thing I sort of didn't really mean to write, or didn't mean to. I just thought I'd try it out for a few thousand words. And oh no, now I'm 20k in. We'll do one more. So, yes, another thing that I will get finished in some capacity, and then probably leave for a bit and come back and revisit and rewrite a bit because it was. I want to get that tone right for this thing. And this is not me saying I will never go back into a direct singer because I would like to do that.
The hazards of wearing a cloak. He's done it again. It did it exactly the same time. That's
Gotta
so
stop
funny.
calling attention to it.
No, that sounds
one
like a lot of fun.
The one was annoying on bloody fiber optics.
That's exactly what it is. You rumbled them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fun, and I will get that out at some stage. I just because I'm writing that as a modern thing doesn't mean I will never go back and do a direct sequel.
Yeah.
To the actual singer, because I would like to do that at some stage as well.
I would also like it if you did that as well. Just saying.
This is noted, but I will write that. But this idea sort of like just sort of intervened in my brain, and I had to kind of get it down. Sometimes you have some. I need to write this. I need to actually just get some words on paper and see what happens. And it was good. It was good fun. It's a more melancholy vibe for sure, but I want to get it out of there as it goes along, I think. Yeah, but it's nice.
Nice.
And so yeah, will I do something this year? I don't know. I hope so. I'm not sure what it'll be. It'll definitely be something shorter.
Okay.
If I do get something out of this, it'll definitely be a shorter thing. I do want to do the Boiling Seas Omnibus edition, which will largely be, I think, a digital thing, because that book will be an absolute brick. But I will make a print copy because I want to see how far I can push KDP. I want to see how many pages I can do in one book. I want to see after the font. I want to try and break the system with a whole trilogy squeezed into one volume. I love an omnibus. I love a big edition. It'll be the least practical thing to read you've ever seen, but I am going to try. And I may end up with the only physical copy of that, and that's probably fine.
It's pretty cool, though. You should still offer it if people want to buy it.
It'll exist, yeah. And in that will go an extra short story or two, I think, in the
Just to
world.
bulk it out a little bit.
Which because it needs some more words, right?
Yeah. I was just thinking that.
But the thing I always felt about the way I ended up doing this trilogy is I wrote the first book with a plot, and then by the time I got the second one, I was like, okay, cool, let's bring Tal's sister in as a new character. And the moment I started doing that, I realized I'd been writing. I'd written Star Wars without Han Solo in the first book, and like you need that third person. The dynamic is so different with all three of them there, and she's the cool swashbuckly one, and it's so much better. And that is a flaw in that first book, I think, that she's not present. So the short story is a bit of like a flashback one, and then let's have some more antics of them doing stuff.
Oh,
just
cool.
an extra thing. And I have also started that. I should finish that. Okay, 3 things I'm actually writing. That is also there. I need to finish that. I did start that story as well.
I'll ask you again next week, and then
it'll be something completely different.
7.
There will be. And the audiobook as well, not of the Boiling Seas, the audiobook of The Fire Within, my children's book, which is recorded and has been recorded for quite some time. I am the main problem here. I am very bad at listening to the drafts that I have been sent. Lawrence, it's good. I know it's good. Your voice is beautiful if you're watching this, but I need to actually listen to the final version and check it. It's just, I think the last thing is just check the credits are okay.
Yeah.
Basically. Which, to be fair, Lawrence, if you're watching this, was because you weren't pushing yourself up enough, Lawrence. You weren't saying other things you've done, and it's beautiful. It's basically he is a friend of mine who's a voice actor and who was had a few weeks of studio time just before I went on honeymoon last year, and we were in the pub chatting about it drunkenly. I was like, "Do you want to do a book?" And he was like, "Yeah, right." So I gave him the shortest one because he only had a few weeks in the studio, and then sat on that for several months because I couldn't bring myself to listen to my own words being voiced. And then I did, and it was brilliant. And he voiced it so beautifully. So this is like, is this a good book? Did I write something okay? I might have done, but also
you write a lot of okay things.
But also listening to be like, oh, it's annoying. Like, oh, I changed that. Oh, I wish I hadn't written like that. Oh, but I've written it now. It's out. I can't change it now. He's recording it now. I can't do that.
It's official. You can't take it back. It's been said.
But yes, once I have approved the final version, which I will, the other thing I need to do is in Square the art because it's like a CD cover size thing on. So I need to. My lovely cover artist Laura is busy because she is currently being Bluey in the Bluey's Big Play tour. She's a puppeteer. It's awesome. Been to see the
That's
show.
very cool.
Fantastic. So she's busy, and hopefully once she's finished, I can get the art sorted, because I could probably try it in Photoshop, but it will look bad, and you shouldn't let me do that.
Okay.
Because it's a beautiful cover. I love the artwork, and I just need to make it square.
Yeah.
Then I'll put that out, and hopefully that'll definitely be this year. Hopefully sooner than later, and I'll be able to have an audiobook, which will be kind of cool.
That would be super cool.
To have an audiobook out, and the first of, I hope, several, because I know various other people other actors and people I know who have been interested in reading some of my stuff, and I want to do one. I want to do the singer, but that requires me to get.
You should do the singer.
I'm going to do the singer. I've been saving the singer for myself.
Yeah,
I'd really
your
love
voice
to do
would
that
work
one.
really well for that.
Yeah, I did record like the first page or something in the 1 or 2 TikToks I've ever made. That is up there.
Oh,
It's available to listen to. But yeah, I would like to do that. I genuinely would. I just need to get like a good mic, and maybe hire a studio somewhere, or borrow some filters off people I know, and do that. But yeah. So yeah, this year is sort of like some bits and bobs. I think not a big book thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, some shorter stuff. Hopefully the omnibus. Hopefully the audio.
This freaking cloak and those freaking wombles.
Stop eating the cables, Vulcan! I am not the bourgeoisie.
Yes, but you outed them live on television.
Yeah. See a little red dot start flickering.
Oh, they'll cut your internet first. They don't want people seeing that.
Yeah. No, they want to send a message.
Yeah. Anyway, so there are a couple of things I want to ask you before you leave. The first one is not my usual questions, but what can people expect if they were to pick up one of your books? I know that they are varying things, but what sort of experience are you trying to give the reader?
It's almost always adventure. I said always adventure, then I thought about the saying, but it's not. Mostly it is. I write these for escapism myself. I think I write them because I want to be in these worlds, and you can expect some sort of adventure with probably someone quite silly in the lead of it, mostly, or not. It depends. It depends on the book, but it will be a world that is weird, and that I spend a lot of detail, possibly too much detail, writing about this world. And in that world, there is some little delightful adventure going on, or a giant war occasionally. But I try to, I think that's the point. That there is an adventure happening. There is some sort of journey that some lovely people are going on, and I'm bad at describing my own work. Blackbird, Owl, Nightingale, that is an adventure story. That is Indiana Jones meets Loch Lamora. It's the best call I've ever got from anyone saying something about my work. I think is still that. It is great swashbuckling fun in a world that I spent a lot of time thinking about the mechanics of, and really getting into how it would work as I was lavishing on how nice it is to be, or horrible it is to be in this world. It's not travelogue-y, but it's all about that setting, really. Ad Luna is because I like space war stuff. I love that. But again, that's mad. It's the mad world. Again, the world is almost ends up being a big character in a lot of my work. I think the setting becomes important. It shapes a lot of things, because Ad Luna is based on 2nd century satire. There's giant birds and people living on the moon who are made of cheese. It's really, really weird, and I love articulating the weird ideas I have in my head in a way that is hopefully very entertaining to read. And even the singer is the world is that lovely, quiet, pastoral place, and that is kind of the main character, is the vibe of Quern and this
Mhm.
this idyllic place. Yeah, I think that's probably, yeah.
It's a good
You're
summary.
in, you're in for a very vibrant world, I hope, or just something weird, or both.
Excellent. Before I ask my final questions, do you ever play 40k?
I can't show you the shelf I built earlier. Um, the shelf on which I've currently got, what have I got up there? All of my issues of White Dwarf, the second edition box that I have now lying around. I play a lot of 40k. I have done it since I was 13, various forms, painting and modeling Warhammer. I mostly do painting and stuff. Have I got anyone here? No, I've got. Oh, actually, I've got this. There we go. I've got my weird little priest,
Oh
chainsaw priest.
no!
Here we go. We got some bits and bobs. Yeah, I don't play much actual 40k. I love reading the books. Absolutely adore it. I would say Salvage 7, which is the work I'm querying at the moment. That book, that is, it definitely has some 40k DNA. It is some very miserable people in a horrible space war, being shat on from on high in various ways, trying to make the best of it. And that is kind of the essence of that sort of story. Adore everything by Dan Abnett. Love playing the game. I love the game.
You love playing the game.
Kill Team is the game I actually play. Most like the skirmish game. To the point that I spent quite a lot of time in the last couple of years doing a homebrew RPG system, which uses that game as the combat because I couldn't be bothered to learn anything else, and I altered it to the stats system from the World Wrestling RPG because it was really simple.
Yeah.
And cludged together this abomination of a game for four of my friends, and we spent like a 2 year long campaign where I press gang them into the Inquisition and made them hunt arms dealers on a world where it rains petrol. And that was really fun. And I need to write that up into a full, like into a narrative at some point. But I did a lot of writing for it. And I need to write the next bit because I had a few months off now, and now I need to do the next big thing. But yes, I am a Warhammer man in many ways.
I thought that was going to be the answer.
Yeah, yeah.
Not those exact words, but I assumed.
No, love it to bits.
So I will wait until you're back. Are you
I'm back. I'm here.
2 more questions, Wombles. So there are 2 questions that I always ask people. Number 1, what does success look like to you as an author?
People reading it. It doesn't need to be many. It doesn't really need to be like people reading it and talking about it a bit and enjoying it. Every review I get is like a little lifeline, I think, honestly, because that's the main thing. You spend years and years crafting these bricks of things and throw them out into the world, and sometimes you and then you wait, and nothing happens for a long time, and that can be disheartening. But every time you get a bit of feedback, it was like, oh, I like this, like a Reddit comment or something like, I read this book, it's quite fun. Like that's what it's for, really. People reading it and enjoying it in any kind of, like Rod reading Black Book. Thank you, Rod, again. Getting the feedback that it's not, because I love writing for me. That is the core of it. But actually sharing it with people and getting the response back that yes, it is there. It can be like 5 people. I don't care. But anyone reading it is a victory, honestly.
Nice.
That is a success.
Awesome.
Also, like a full contract and like I can do this for a living, that would be great. But yeah, fundamentally.
Hoping for the movie rights to be sold.
Yeah, exactly.
But very satisfied with people enjoying the book. I think that's fair.
That'll do. Yeah,
that's fair. So you've been writing for a very long time, since you were a wee lad.
Tiny lad.
If you could go all the way back to the moment when you first started writing something and give yourself some advice, what would it be?
I would go back to that 7-year-old boy. Hang on, 7? Yeah. Possibly sitting at this desk in a different house. But I think I had this desk by then. So yeah, I think possibly sitting in in the top floor of that house with my mum's laptop, and I'll be like, mate, don't use Century Gothic, it looks shit. Use like Times New Roman, it'll be much more efficient. It doesn't need to be 14 point. Otherwise, you just carry on. That's fine. Oh, and back this up somewhere. Put it on a disc.
Put it on a
read it
floppy.
for me. That's I think my writing style has turned out all right, honestly, since then.
I agree.
It was a very silly idea to start with, and then I was just reading so much that I just kept doing little things, and then went from there. And then there's that first novel, that first full novel that will never see the light of day in this form. Even the rewrite won't see the light of day. The book I worked on all the way through high school and then completely rewrote in the space of a year or so when I first went to university. And the first version is like 50k and the second version is 215, I think. And it's not great, but again, there's the germs of a good story in there, and it could probably be rewritten into something decent. And one day I will go back to that. One day I'll write the sequel. I started the sequel. That was a lot of time travel for a fantasy book, honestly. Perhaps too much time travel, but the idea for the sequel was really quite a good one, I think. One day I'll do it. One day.
One day you will.
Yeah.
Well, this has been lovely. It's been very exciting having you disappear at random times. I assume you have your hands under the desk and you're slipping the one ring on your finger every so often.
Yeah, the one ring is currently on. And taking tech support. Yeah,
I'm confused. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on the show again.
Thank you for having me.
I can't believe you subjected yourself to this twice.
I'll do it again.
Oh, you heard it here, folks. We will have him on again. We need a Hûw trilogy.
Yes. Yes, God, yes. One per book. Well, by the time I'm on again, I'll probably done another one. So then, yes, we can keep this going.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, it's got staying power, I think. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me again.
It's my pleasure. Thank you all for joining us today, whether you're watching the recording or you watched it live. I'm glad you're here, and stay safe and read Hûw's books. The QR code's there if you have a device to scan it. And if you don't, the links are in the description there. So go look at them. I'll see you. Goodbye.
See you later. Bye, guys.